Hello, my name is Davis J. Harris, and I'm creating this video to give an update on the status of my first one-shot manga or comic. It is called With Power. The story of this chapter is about this boy named Prosper who loves to write, and he's 14 years old, he's in high school, and he's got some other classmates who are trying to give him a hard time because of the things that he does, or they just think that he is too full of himself. So they decide to pick a fight with him, and they take his notebook, and Colt, the boy who tried to take his notebook, challenges Prosper to a fight. If he wins, he gets his notebook back. So that's pretty much the overview of the story right there. I began scripting this chapter back in 2023, March of 2023, and it took me about 5 to 8 months to finalize the script. And then after the scripting was done, it was time to finally move on to the art and actually creating the visuals for the project. So after the script was complete, I created the storyboards, and that took about, I would say, a good month to complete. The story pages in total were about 24 pages in terms of the final pages for the comic, and it's not including the page breaks, which is extra art and the cover art and other illustrations like concept art and all of that stuff. So that was the storyboarding process, and then after that I sketched the character designs. First it was Prosper, then it was Colt, and then it was Felix, and Colt's gang as well. And I also took inspiration from my surrounding area of environments, because environments have always been my worst suit. So I've just done a lot of gesture drawing when it comes to environments, and eventually I was able to get the right look for the type of environment that I was trying to have this story take place. So that was the production side of that. And now, and for the publishing, I'm planning on finalizing all of the pages that I have, the story pages, right now digitally. I primarily work traditionally, so I most prefer to just sketch everything and hand ink everything first, but I didn't necessarily have that luxury because there were a lot of things I didn't know how to draw during the time when I was in the production stage. Well, right now I'm coming out of the production stage for this comic, so that's the situation with that. So now that I'm getting closer to publishing, I have a date now to make sure that the comic goes gold. And when I say gold, I mean the visuals are finalized, the pages are binded, and same with the cover art, everything, that is ready to be picked up off the shelf. So that's where I'm at right now. And the date that I have is August 14th, 2025, and that's a Thursday. So once the comic goes gold on the 14th, I will look into submitting my chapter to publishing companies, and if I don't get approved for any companies, I will look into self-publishing. So that's the current plan, and it'll be under my LLC called Onyx Productions LLC. So that's the current plan for that. And as you will see throughout the video, I will showcase my sketches and also some visuals of the final art that was put in the final draft. And I will be sure to create more videos and give updates primarily on YouTube and Vimeo. And I'm also going to set up an email newsletter today as well by the time this video gets uploaded. So that is my update video for With Power. My name is David Shea Harris once again, and I thank you for your support. Take care. Still a rough draft, but this is what the cover art looks like, and also the concept art right here as well for the cover. And you will also see that pages are finalized in Clip Studio Paint. I was able to use the tones in the program to be able to give certain types of shading and effects. And there were a few pages that I printed out just the other day that still aren't finalized, but I'm doing the best I can to kind of give it that hand-drawn look. But Clip Studio Paint honestly is just an incredible program to be able to produce this type of work. So I've had a really great experience working with it so far for the past 3 years. Yeah, it took me 3 years in total to get to this point. So, like I said before, I started this project back in March of 2023, and then about 5 to 8 months, I think I said, for writing, and then after that, the 2 years was basically just all visuals. So yeah, that was the hardest part for me. So this is as far as I got, and as of August 6th of 2025, that's when I'm recording this video right now, and the video will come out the day after. So, and how it started was I got the leader paper. So I got the leader paper, and that because this is what actual manga artists use when they create their comics. The big paper right here is what allows artists to have more control over the level of detail that they put in each page. And when you scan it in to Clip Studio, you'll be able to make the proper adjustments to how the original vision of the project is supposed to be. This was a long time coming, but I'm glad that I was finally able to get to this point and be able to share this project with you guys. And I'm super excited to be able to finalize it and be able to get it out there. So I hope you enjoy this project and also appreciate that you guys have been patient with me in being able to see this through until the end. So let's get this going. All right, rock on, people, and peace.